With respect to the passport, the circumstance that Mr. O'Mara explained, and plus the date stamp time, I think is readily believable to the court. It's the same thing as when people lose their driver's license and find them again. That doesn't surprise me. So digging it back up, and he had it in his possession, me and Mr. O'Mara, fairly quickly. The other issue with respect to the money, direct everybody's attention to 3.131 subsection 5 of pretrial release. Hearing at first appearance, conditions of release, all information provided by a defendant in connection with any application for or attempt to secure bail to any court personnel, or individual soliciting or recording such information for the purpose of evaluating eligibility for or securing bail for the defendant under circumstances such that the defendant knew or should have known that the information was to be used in connection with an application for bail shall be accurate, truthful, and complete without omissions to the best knowledge of the defendant. Failure to comply with the provision of this subdivision may result in the revocation or modification of bail. However, no defendant should be compelled or shall be compelled to provide information regarding his or her criminal record. In this particular situation, as I stated, I'm surprised that the state did not file what I thought they were going to file, but I assume they can file it in the future if they deem to be necessary as far as what actions they're going to proceed against Ms. Zimmerman in this particular situation, because there's no doubt in the court's mind that she's aware of what transpired and what happened. The dates of the jail conversation precede that of the bond hearing. Is that correct, State?
Yes, Your Honor.
By how many days?
There was several of them prior to that. We have them on April 16th, on April the 12th, on April the 17th, on April the 15th.
They were well aware of the money that was available, well aware of the amounts that were in controversy here as far as the large amounts. Mr. Zimmerman can't sit back, as I used, again, the euphemism, a potted palm, and let his wife testify falsely before the court when he knew well in advance of that hearing the amounts of money in controversy, nor can he allow his attorney to stand up and make misrepresentations, not by your fault whatsoever, Mr. O'Mara. You were completely candid and honest with the court, as you've always been. And he can't sit back and obtain the benefit of a lower bond or circumstances based upon those material falsehoods. That's what they were. So at this time, revoke his bond, place him in no bond status. Find that good cause exists based upon the material misrepresentations that the court relied upon. Order him to surrender himself within 48 hours to the sheriff of Seminole County. If he wants to explain subsequent to that, you may reset this for a bond hearing to give him an opportunity to explain to the court what happened. And at this time, it would be important for him to testify about what transpired.